I'm going to get mad if I put this on YouTube for you to watch so you can see yourself. Okay. There you go. So go back to the little bit longer rein. There you go. And I want you to really get him reaching over his top line. Big steps. Every time that inside hind leg comes up underneath him, I want you to give him a little squeeze with your inside leg. Really get him loading off the hock. There you go. And you're going to come out a little bit short, just to the inside of the track. Take your reins up just a tad and leg yield him back to the rail. No, too much inside leg. Sit up tall. Use your core muscles. Push, release on that inside leg. Much better. Do you see that? And do it again. If he's stepping forward with good energy, he's going to be able to make the leg yield in fewer steps because he's taking bigger strides, right? There you go. Shorten your range just a tad. We want him working mostly off your leg, but you do have to have some contact. Leg, leg, leg. There you go. Squeeze your outside rein. Don't pull in with it. See how you got his shoulders ahead of his hips? Okay. You want him to be relatively straight. Let's do it again. There you go. Elbows back at your sides a bit more. Push him forward into the contact. Eyes up. And leg yield. No. Okay. I want you to drive him through the short side. Okay. Turn a little early. Keep each hand on its own side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's okay that he got a little hollow. Give him a half halt and push him on. Good. Now let's go ahead and pick up a nice posting trot. Come on, talk to him. Get after him a bit. Okay, let's shorten your contact, go back to walk, and ask again with a little bit more impulsion, because that was kind of crappy on his part. He's half asleep. Get him thinking. Much better. Okay. Don't start your posting right away. Give him one stride so that you don't have to see you're on the wrong diagonal. Give him a squeeze on that outside rein as you come through the turn. Thumbs on top, no puppy. Okay, thumbs on top, elbows back at your sides, sit over your hips a bit more. Thump, thump, thump. Again. There you go. Get him to listen to your leg. He's just kind of in like old pause. See, being able to watch yourself is going to make a huge difference. Okay? Because I can say it all day long, but if you don't see it, how do you know? Yeah, you just have to take my word on it, right? Inside leg, push him over. There you go. You need to shorten up your reins a little bit because he's just basically floating around doing what he wants. Okay? And I want you to give him a couple good thumps in the ribs the next time you come along the long side. Lesson horse mode, and that's silly because he's 6. He's hardly an old lesson horse. See, now you're going back up into a forward seat and you dropped your contact completely. So you're saying basically to him, don't bother with me, just steer yourself. See, as soon as you take up a little contact, you see how he comes back to you? Okay. Sit up nice and tall. I want you to squeeze every time you sit. Use your whole leg, eyes up, and really drive him forward. Focus on where you want to go. You're just kind of staring off into space. There you go. Now see how you got the impulsion going now? Good. Don't try to overpost. I want you to emphasize the sitting part where you squeeze him. Now, if you know he's going to do that there, and he's done it 3 times, whose fault is that? Aha. So when you're going through that corner and you know he wants to cut it short, what should you do? Yeah, you want to use a little more inside leg, right? And squeeze that outside rein into a half halt. Really get him over his hind end, just like you did there. So you know to do it on the corners, but for whatever reason, because he kind of gets distracted in that corner, you let him distract you too. There you go. Sit up nice and tall, elbows at your sides. Squeeze that outside rein to keep him straight. Look at that. See, you're capable. You know it. All right, let's go ahead and do a circle at this end and change direction. I don't want you to change the diagonal so you get back on the rail going the other way, okay? Nice big circle. Don't let him cut it short. I want you to come almost all the way over to me. Heels down. There you go. Remember, when you use your leg, you don't want to lose your heel. There you go. Step back over your bum a bit more. You're starting to fall forward again. I want to go smack that old hunter trainer of yours. There you go. Good. Now you've got a big loop in the rein, so he's not really working. He's just putzing along. Remember, he's got the connectors on for the palms, so that makes the rein seem longer. Okay? There you go. Now that's a trot. Don't let him cut the corner. Sit up nice and tall. Put a little extra weight in that outside stirrup as you come through the short side so that you're not leaning in. There you go. Don't let your elbows come forward. Keep the contact. I want you to have a feel of his mouth. There you go. Have a good feel of him. If you can't feel him licking and chewing, you're not having enough contact. And he's just slopping along on his own. This doesn't work for him. I mean, he could trot like this for an hour, right? He's an awfully fit horse. Let's make him do some work and listen. I want to see some adjustability of stride today. Remember, I told you we're going to be technical. Squeeze your outside rein or you're going to lose a shoulder. Thumbs on top. There you go. Now, do you remember that exercise we did a couple of weeks ago where we lengthened on the long sides and we sat the short sides and were more collected? Okay, so as you come through the corner, I want you to sit and collect him a bit. Outside rein, half halt. Little too much half halt there. And then lengthen down the long side. Hold your contact. Don't throw it away. More. There you go. Good.